Now we can start. The cats have all decided which side of the door they'd like to be on. We're good. Alright. A young woman, alone in the world. She was taken in by the sisterhood and given a home. It was a chance for redemption, a new start. Alright, we have this very interesting map clue. It says, in Tibet, a noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. Here's Tibet. And then we have a poem. A noble elder stood silently watching starry skies. Now, I know how to solve this only because I've played through this game once before. Took me a ridiculous amount of time. This is an acrostic poem. It's a well-written acrostic poem. And we get our cardinal directions from each of the first letters as we go down. So we need to go north 1, east 1, south 2, west 1, south 2 again. That should put us in the correct location. I find myself on a patch of moorland, surrounded by jagged peaks and menacing clouds. A distinctive plant stands out against the swaths of purple heather, and there, another. Alright, so we have two very nice purpley looking plants that have joined our uncategorized plants, and one wandering boo. Mushroom. Stay in the mushroom section. That mushroom thinks that it can take off whenever it wants. Good evening, Hellebore. I don't know. I suppose it's morning in game. Simone Green. Long Meg. Sorry, I've not heard of it, but I'll keep an eye out for you in the library. As long as you can get me some fever kiss, that is. Too many late nights in the library are taking their toll. Fever kiss. The red berries provide an energy boost that lasts several hours. The leaves are pale in color. Oh, okay. That's this one right here. It's the one that looks the same as the witch fig. Aha. Mountain Astery promotes an aura of confidence and persuasiveness. The large cup-like flowers produce a stale, damp smell. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's probably this one. Large cup-like flowers. Let's see, we need to move this over into our collection of things that have already been identified. Okay. Ah, mailman. There's talk around town of a woman who wears a green mask made of jade. There's all sorts of oddballs in Undermere, but that's certainly unusual. It takes the cake, as it were, yes? Beckfoot candle. Alright, so this is one of those headings. Beckfoot. Let's look for Beckfoot on the map. Beckfoot. It's a town, it looks like. Okay, so we need to position our, whatever this is called, I forget, our disc, our smuggler's disc. Then we need the bearing of the candle. So Beckfoot candle gives us this D12. The candle leads me east of Westwater. I guess that's Westwater. There's no E, so Westwater. To the north. The mighty Scalfell Pike grazes the sky, the tallest peak in England. The challenge beckons to me, perhaps another time. Good to know. Undermere is located in England. Interesting to know. It's a very spiky looking plant. Looks rather savage. Ah, the hunter. Forest Fair. I've been talking to people around town, trying to learn as much as I can about this beast that is rumored to have been seen in these parts. In the old world, they called this thing the Servant, but the people here seem to have forgotten that name. Except the group calling themselves the Seeds of Redemption. They are something I did not expect, and they have made it clear that they want me to stay away from the Servant. They seem to worship it, but I'm getting distracted. My Dranthium supplies are low. Right, because he requires drugs. I think this one is the Dranthium. It's got the sharp edges. Let me just double check, but I believe Dranthium has very sharp. Yeah, Dranthium. Green eye. Inhale the smoke from burning it to elevate. You burn the sharp leaves. Okay, yeah, this is it. There you go. Palliance. Most plants offer a small improvement to air quality, but the Palliance is in a class of its own, sometimes called sweet breath, thanks to the freshness of the air in its vicinity. The many short leaves of this plant are thought to help filter toxins from the air. Handy. Especially if you happen to work in some place that's particularly unpleasant smelling. Smells like old attic or something. Oh, the inspector's back. I crept around Black Combe 2 nights ago in the pitch black. That eyebright is some potent stuff. I could see clear as day. Up on the fell, I found a shallow pit full of skulls. Some deer, fox, badger, and some human. There was an eerie silence about the place, and every part of me was screaming to get out of there. Back down on the flat, I heard a terrible noise, like an axe maker's whetstone, but unmistakably animal. High on the ridgeline, I saw a cowled woman wearing a jade mask, watching me, and beside her, something dark, inhuman, and bloody huge. I don't mind admitting that I'm out of my depth on this one. I need to speak to Verona again. While I'm here, I'll grab some wild coal for my pounding head. You'd have been out drinking too if you'd seen what I saw. Wild coal. That has the berries. Just to verify. Purple berries. Recommended for the hair of the dog mentality if you've been out drinking, so hangover cure basically. Yeah, pretty sure this is it. We did well. Norwood. Norwood releases spores that are invisible to the naked eye, showing up only under unnatural light. Oh, well, I wonder how we could do that. Let's see. Which one of you is Norwood? Oh, look, there it is. I guess we can just go ahead and label that. We'll stick that over here under already discovered. Even though technically it's not, but it is. Amy Sullivan. My son is very sick. Someone told me about a mushroom that produces a thick, milky liquid that will help relieve his stomach pains. I'm willing to try anything. Let me see. Bishop's Parasol. Okay, Bishop's Parasol is what we're looking for. So, one of these then, maybe? Oh, yeah, okay, this one. We didn't get anything for that. Oh, Verona's back. Poor Reuben. He looks a little worse for wear this morning. He took it hard when his wife died, and he never quite did give up the drink. I think I know what ritual was performed at that stone circle. It all adds up. It was a summoning spell. Someone called to something across the void, and they tried to bring it here. And with the state of that body, all torn to shreds, I'd say they succeeded. And then the gilded dendra. That really got me thinking. I found this in Dr. Worthing's bestiary. Little light reading for you. I'm headed to the Grisdale Forest again. The sisterhood will know more. It has many names. Some call it the Woken Dendru, believing it to be related in some way to the deadly gilded dendra plant. Others call it the Night Stalker, the miasma, or the dread. But the most common name for it in the Shires is the servant. You have heard of it in children's songs such as Keep the Fire Burning and Servant and Master. And there are hints of it in the older stories, but nobody alive has seen it in the flesh. It's said that the dead ground northeast of Tebay, where nothing but black Digitus mortis grows, was caused when the servant last walked our lands hundreds of years ago. Okay, so that's a plant clue. Northeast of Tebay. Black Digitus mortis. There's Tebay. Northeast of Tebay. The wide area of blackened ground here is known to the locals as Dead Man's Field. Dark mushrooms protrude from the soil like fingers reaching from the grave. Yeah, okay, I can see it. Digitus mortis. I guess let's give that a label of sorts since we kind of know what it is. Digitus mortis. Although I assume that the official name for it is like dead fingers or something like that. Something not Latin. Okay. Say goodnight to Hellebore. End of the day. Every day she attentively followed the teachings of the Arda. Every day she patiently performed the tasks given to her. Every day thoughts of the book itched away at the back of her mind. Blank card. Let's take a look with the secret. A secret uncovered is a secret no more. 2 miles north of Foxfield. Okay. Foxfield. 1, 2. 3 ravens circle above, their caws and croaks cleaving the silence. An omen. I take what I came for and leave. New plant acquired. Those look like dandelion leaves sticking out of a weird hidden check planter. Anyways. The mail. One from your librarian friend today. Ah, Simone wrote us. Looks like we're gonna travel. In reference to your question the other day about Long Meg, I'm afraid I do not have an answer. But Calder Abbey has a wealth of knowledge on local lore. If you ever go there, the monks will request a plant from you, but they won't tell you what they want. A sort of test. They've never allowed me to look through their stacks. Simone. Well, let's head over to the Abbey. See if we can get some information from the monks. The Abbey is way up here. We are traveling miles. Hopefully teleportation. A small window opens within the much larger oak door. From the darkness within, a voice proclaims, Only a friend may enter. Oh, we need to use... What was it? It's the fox button? Is it fox button? Yeah, fox button. That's an offering between friends. There we go. We've gotten sheep snap in return. Sheep snap is thought to bring good fortune when prepared correctly. The green seed pods of sheep snap have a hard outer shell and sound hollow when tapped. To the south, they call this plant bulbs of Bayonne. The hatch snaps shut and the oak door swings inward, slowly without a sound. I'm ushered in by a man wearing a plain brown robe. He nods silently when I ask about Long Meg, and leads me through the abbey to a small library filled with scrolls and books. Without a word, he pauses for a moment, surveying, before selecting a scroll and handing it to me. Regarding Long Meg, there is a stone circle north of Undermere. According to local legend, some hundreds, perhaps even thousands of years ago, a witch known as Long Meg lived nearby, along with her daughters. They were wild, godless people who practiced evil magic. Until one night, they went too far, and Meg and her daughters were turned to stone. The tall stone that stands apart from the main circle is called Long Meg by the locals. Ah. So that would be... Okay. So we need to start at the daughter's stone circle then. And then we go south 3, 1, 2, 3, east 2, 1, 2. And that gives us the plant called Golden Light, according to the clue. The river is in its youth here, flowing swiftly through the rocks with a melodic gurgle. Among the tall grasses that line the river bank is a much more unusual looking flower. Alright. Golden Light. Alright, so we have 3 that we can archive from that. Oh, Verona's back. The Sisterhood are trying my patience again. If the old Arda was around, but she's not. They've kept secrets for hundreds of years. If ever there was a time to share them, it is now. They know of a way to defeat this serpent, some ritual or weapon or something, but their stubborn pride won't bring them to ask for help. Well, I won't sit idly by and do nothing. I better have a chat with this new Arda. And I think I'll take some mountain astery with me. Mountain astery, huh? Mountain astery. Promotes aura of confidence and persuasiveness. Oh, that was that one that the large cup-like flowers produce the damp smell. Yeah, distinctive smell that reminds me of old musty books. There you go. Take the library flower with you then. Off you go. What book entry did we get? Weeping Bell. This plant is believed by many to lead to gold. You'll have about as much luck searching for the end of the rainbow. The soft frilled leaves can soothe insect bites and stings. It's also known as golden light, and sometimes fool's hope. Okay, so golden light has an official name. What was it? My brain just disconnected. What was it called? Weeping Bell, that's what it was called. Makes sense. Weeping Bell. There we go, now it is appropriately labeled. Thomas Green. I have finished the designs you asked me to work on. Be very careful unwrapping these. Some of the glasswork is quite delicate, and I have taken great care transporting them. Alright. My lab equipment is finally here. I will now be able to brew elixirs using ingredients from my plants. Interesting. Patterson's Guide to Fatal Fungi and Their Antidotes. Spring wax cap, sometimes fatal, can usually be cured by taking hop heart boiled in vinegar. Sunset mount cap, generally not fatal in small doses. Use crushed leaves from sour bandy to cure. Bishop's parasol, often fatal, can be remedied using the sap from lemon dandy. Copper Caledonian, often fatal, no known cure. Farmer's worry, often fatal. An antidote can be made using royal gentian. Okay, that seems like important information to keep around. We also have this. I guess we don't need our book out right now because this doesn't have... Okay, Baylock's elixir. So we're looking at three different flowers. Purple flower with a gentle scent. That looks like it could be one based on the drawing. What else? Maybe Winterbore? Based on that? And then I think probably this flower. Let's try it. Ooh. That's a no. Okay, so probably not Winterbore then. Let's try something else. What other flowers have that kind of a... Oh, maybe Eyebright. Eyebright has that shape. Oh, we got it. Excellent. We better label that. Baylock's elixir. Okay. this can be the elixir shelf, I guess, over here. Kind of by the mushrooms. Why not? Alright, we've successfully created an elixir. Bethany Coleman. The new Arda wouldn't like me being here, but the forest is in danger. I spoke with Verona Green earlier. It's bad. If the danger has awoken, then it will come for us. You must place an offering at the altar of Ardruna. Why do I have to place the offering? Why would you guys not place the offering? I'm not an adherent to your weird forest religion. Okay, so right there then, maybe? It seems Beth has been able to keep her fellow sisters away from this part of the forest, for now at least. The trees are thick here, old too. The altar seems to belong here, as much a part of the forest as the gnarled trunks and twisting roots. I must place an offering for the goddess Daruna. Is it just because I'm the only one with plants? Is that what it is? Ugh, okay. Let's see. So I can choose either Ember Soul or Caudry. Ember Soul is thought to have protective properties. It is sometimes given as an offering to various deities in return for sanctuary. Produces flowers with many petals. Watch out for leaves that are razor sharp. Or Caudry. Uses of Caudry are not well known. Some say as applications in dark magic, but this author has found neither substance nor specifics to back up those claims. Those who worship the huntress Adruna place this flower as an offering to ensure a successful hunt. It grows from thin stem and small leaves. Well, the idea was to ask for protection, so probably the sanctuary one would be what she would want. Flowers with many petals, razor sharp leaves. Flowers with many petals with razor sharp leaves. What do we got? Yeah, I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that either. Have I already identified Ember Soul for something else? Gentle scent purple flowers. Just dark purple flowers. It is quite easy to cut oneself on the jagged leaves, as I have just found out. Okay, so flower, many petals. This one I think checks out. Embersol, yes. Ivulum. The scent it produces is considered overpowering, but it is said to stimulate the senses and rejuvenate aching bones. It has many short, pretty leaves. That's probably that. Okay, this needs to go over here with plants that have been identified. Natalie Cooper. I am being harassed by loonies shouting about the redemption, saying they're going to set it free, whatever the hell that means. Well, they can take their seeds of whatever, woken something or some other nonsense, and stick it where the sun doesn't shine. I'm not joining their damn cult. I just want to tend my garden in peace. I'm looking for some lark shine to drive them away if they come round again. Lark shine. Larkshine. Larkshine is a plant with a powerful defense mechanism. It releases stinging barbs triggered by a light touch. The pain is said to be unbearable and can last for several days. Sometimes confusingly called kidney flower, it is thought to be a reference to the kidney-shaped seeds held within the spiny pods that grow on this plant. So this is like nettles on steroids then. Well, I do believe that it is this nasty-looking thing. There you go, ma'am. One aggressive-looking plant. Have fun storming the cultists. Liesel Neptune, also called a truthsayer. This plant will force a person to tell the truth when eaten. The sparsely petaled, pale flowers give off a strong scent. In time, she learned that the sisterhood had secrets. Or had she always known that? Had she come to them by chance, or had she sought them out deliberately? She wasn't sure. But by now, she knew what she wanted. She would do anything to get it. This one's fairly straightforward. We have apparently 2 mountain. Okay, so 803 is here, which means that's 902. So Bowfell and the Old Man Mountain, which places our location at 16E. The impressive ridgeline of the Crinkle Craigs stretches across the full width of my vision. Days like today are worth being alive for. A colorful plant stands out amongst the moss. Looks like a pitcher plant. George Campbell. My old man reckons there's a plant what can find pots of gold buried underground. Don't know what it's called, but I bet you do. Tell you what, when I'm rich, I'll throw a share of the gold your way. Yeah, here you go. That'd be the weeping bell. Lesser Meridoc. The round flower head of the Meridoc is made up of smaller yellow florets. A single drop of the strong smelling sap from this plant can utterly drain a person's mental faculties, rendering them slow and uncomprehending. That is terrifying. Amos. I am heading out on the road again, but before I leave, I wanted to store some valuables in a safe. I don't trust myself to remember the combination, and I certainly don't trust myself to write it down anywhere and not lose it. This is where you come in. Surely you've got something up your sleeve for me. Balok's elixir. This should help you remember. And now we have a page for spring wax cap, an edible mushroom with some mild medicinal properties. When dried and eaten, it can help relieve pain. Edmund Cochrane. Please help me. I lost my dog while out walking in the fells. The mist rolled in and he was gone. I remembered there was a plant you could use to help find people. I wonder if it works on dogs. It has unusual black and golden flowers. You're thinking of Jacob's Worth. Don't know if it works on dogs, though. Do let me know. Simone. Oh, goodness, Hellebore, you haven't been getting enough food? That's terrible. Whatever will become of you? My mother's had me looking into this servant creature for you, but I'm afraid I've not been getting anywhere. It's strange. I'm sure I've seen some reference to it before, but I'm drawing a blank when I try to find anything. I think Lord Fremont's archives would be a good place to look. I was going to post this to you, but I was in town anyway, so I thought I'd drop it off in person. I just realized that Verona Green, Simone Green, related then? Did not know. I've not been getting anywhere looking through my collections in Ambleside for any mention of the servant, but Lord Fremont's archives at Mooncaster are home to many an ancient and esoteric scroll, covering a wide variety of subject. It might be worth a visit. Simone. Alright, so Mooncaster. Let's go take a look at that then. Mooncaster. I assume we're looking for a castle. Ah, yes, Mooncaster Castle. Here we are. I follow Fremont's manservant deep into the vaults of the castle. 2 hours later, I still have found no mention of the servant. On the verge of giving up, a name grabs my attention. The Woken Dendro. Didn't Verona say that was another name for the servant? The Woken Dendro is loyal to the summoner, who becomes its master, and can bend its terrible power to their will. This servant is assumed to be immortal, since it has no known vulnerabilities. But that does not mean that it cannot be defeated. Many hundreds of years ago, a site of ritual importance was created near Blackcomb, to the south of the Watcher. The great oak and the Dendro was ousted from this world. Unfortunately, although we know that 5 plants were required for the ritual, The specific plants are not known. Okay, so plants are important to this ritual business. John Hall. Norwood, please. I find it's the only thing that can keep me from nodding off on the night shift. Norwood is that interesting plant. Let me just do this, it'll be faster. Ah, that one. There you go. Norwood. Daisy Dock. A simple potion that will grant courage can be brewed from the leaves. It is said that the ancient warriors would take it before going into battle. Okay. Well, end of day. Well, I think that we will call it end of stream there as well for this evening, because that seems like a pretty good stopping off spot. And we will pick up again on the following day, the next time. So, thanks for coming and hanging out. And shall see you again tomorrow night for Sunhaven stream. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, depending on whichever platform you're currently watching from. And have a good rest of the evening. Thanks for coming.